Jaguars and the Titans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 6 catches, 54 yards. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Jaguars sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Love. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. That's complete to Traylon Burks. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chain. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. K'Lavon Chaisson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came. He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. This is 2nd and 8. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Love. Jaguar pressure, and sack. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So operating for Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
6-0 our score after 1.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Lawrence on target there to Ingram.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Love now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He'll try again. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Jags grab it.
And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half the ball to play.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it?
And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast week. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And running with power here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now out come the Jags. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he's going to get this inside the 30. On play action, Lawrence. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first-half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Titans now just about ready to take over.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into.
And now off to the races down the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. On 3rd down, Love.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about.
It's a Titans touchdown. Treylon Burks, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Treylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Lawrence on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Now Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to
touchdown! Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time in the... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Love. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A final shot before break. Love. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
11, Agate.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Ingram. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
On the double. Ready.
First down, going to the air with Love. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Opposite. Green. Smith red. Check white.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lawrence on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Titans now. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They lost 4 there, and it's third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, the return is Powell. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this. There he goes, right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The fullback comes through with a big play there. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3rd and long for Love. That quick throw there is incomplete.
Trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. It's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it out.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people and their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Come on, set.
To throw now, here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Ready?
Throwing, Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Caleb chase on. Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Here's Powell on the return.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. But this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we were watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Patton. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point safely through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Love. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Got his man. It's Williams. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Going back to Love. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
K'Lavon Chaisson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Love's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
A big play that time for the Titans.
3 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
First down, Love to pass. That pass taken in by Burks. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Titans.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Love. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. A short throw to Ingram, finding space at the 40, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. On 1st down, Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly let...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed it.